When you have such amazing stories and experiences, you must have talked with colleagues of yours, and some of them must have not might not have been able to buy into that or had their skepticisms. What is the most common doubt colleagues
Yeah.
of yours have?
Well, they hear us talk about thought, and they don't know we're talking about universal creative force of thought behind all human experience. So they say, telling people that their feelings are just thoughts is dangerous and harmful. Because then they'll just try and think positive, and people who have been through abuse and trauma, if you just tell them you're fine, just think positive, is dangerous, and it'll make them worse. It doesn't get to what's really going on. But I can tell you, I found nothing that helps people have painful memories to find out that those memories are not the past. There is no past. We don't have a past. We've carried memories with us through time, and it's normal for them to be activated sometime. And when they do, it creates a feeling. And if you know that it's just thought, it doesn't frighten you, and you don't keep holding it as true, and you're free. You become free of that memory. It won't hurt you. And that's how people naturally get over trauma and pain and suffering. Naturally. It's just thought in the moment being created. You don't have to hold on to it.
At the same time, you're saying nobody is to blame for holding on to it. It's an innocent misunderstanding.
Totally innocent. Yes, that's beautiful, Michael. You're doing the best you can. We all have misunderstandings at times about this. And there's times when I get caught up in my thinking, it sure seems true, seems real.
You spoke of us being able to recognize those principles, to feel them, despite, and that's not a quote of yours, like what I'm thinking is despite of them not being in form, like they are in the background, they are the context of our experience, they are the source of our experience. How can we experience something that isn't form when all we experience is thought? That seems like a little bit of a contradiction.
There's a knowing that goes beyond the contradictions, the physical form. It would be like saying, because they're not separate. I love that these metaphors have been around for centuries. You have the ocean. It takes form, goes back, it makes waves like this. That's like life taking form, existing in form, going back into the formless field of energy.
Yeah.
So from one perspective, a wave is born, it lives, and then it dies. From another perspective, nothing changes, just water. Nothing dies, just comes and goes. It's nice for me to think of my experiences as just temporary waves, that just part of the ocean. And if I'm aware of my oceanness, I don't freak out about my turbulent waveness. I'm just having a low mood. It's not a big deal. I feel like killing somebody, but I know it's just thought, and I know it'll pass. I know it won't last. I know always when my thinking quiets down, there's love, there's happiness, there's peace. That's our true nature. I've seen no exception to that with any person I've worked with over the years in all different countries and cultures. You can learn to, in a sense, intuit and see the health in people and have compassion for them when they're caught up. Doesn't mean you go along with their behavior or agree with them, but you can have compassion for people caught up in suffering and acting out of that suffering.